Fellow Nigerians across the globe, I say good morning. I am George Onyibi, and I am from Igbo. I am a Nigerian. Of course, what we are doing is not very clear to so many people. But most especially our people, we do not blame them. It is said that in the days of ignorance, God overlook. But when we sheepishly or foolishly allow certain things to happen to us, even heaven itself will frown itself against us. Amazingly, we live in a world where people make the same mistake over and over and over, despite the fact that they know the consequences of their action. But for some reason, they still make the same mistake. And that is why, in a time like this, a people will be conquered. In a time like this, and others will become conqueror. What determines who conquers who? It depends on their ability to adapt, to change when necessary. And now, as we speak, our world is changing before us. And most of us don't care about it. Most of us believe that we can find solution from the same problem, the same process that is causing the problem for us. And then think again. This morning, I want to address a message I simply titled, Using the Political Coalition as a Case Study to Review the Fate of the supposed sub-Igbo group in relationship with what is happening in Ebonyi State and Anambra Unity Igbo beggars. I'm just paraphrasing. And now, three things are involved here. And number one is the political coalition. Learn. We are Nigerians. I have seen the first president, Alhaji Shehu Shagari. I knew when he was a president of Nigeria. I was born. I saw him. We used to call him Ishewu Oraigari. I knew when he was overthrown. And so from Alhaji Shehu Shagari till today, there is no leader of Nigeria I don't know. I did not meet Tafawa Balewa because he was murdered before we would have met him. And so there are very little anybody will tell us about Nigerian politics and Nigerian political party. But what it's amazing is that with the same strategy, our life is such changed by the same group of individuals, whether in military uniform or whether in civilian regard. It does not really matter. Because the last time I checked, we were ruled by the military, who actually came as corrective regime. And then later on, after they have ruled us enough, they pulled off their military uniform and became civilian. Obasanjo know what I'm saying. And now the like of these generals are no longer active because nature has taken its toll on them. They are old. Tinubu now, or rather, Obasanjo now cannot come and contest anymore. The energy he has is conservative energy. And I'm sure IBB, in his normal mind, will not want to be president of Nigeria. They can only endorse. So time is against them now. And so we don't have set of military generals who will come and take over power anymore. Because last time I checked, the military are not ready for coup, which we are not praying for. And so the same line of people formed MPPC, PPMP, PPQ, APP, and MPP political party till 1999 political dispensation, where you now have APC, PDP, and so many other political parties. But I want you to get something. Some of them, based on ideology and their election manifesto, because they could identify with their ideology, moved in as PDP. They fought very hard to convince we, the Nigerians, that they were going to build the nation for us. We trusted them. We believed them. We voted them into power. And it took us a very long ride, this same group of people. There were other group of politicians who were on another ship known as APC. They played their opposition role very well. They antagonized everything the PDP did for a very long time. And all of a sudden, we, the Nigerians, were fed up about the PDP. And so we switch on to APC. And then most people in PDP now don't have what they're looking for. They started aboarding the ship and start joining APC. Today, about 50% of the people in APC were from PDP. And now APC has not even eaten us. Just about 10 years, we are crying. But the point is not what they are doing. The point is what we are doing to ourselves. And then all of a sudden, we have obedient movement. PDP has been doff-handed. They don't have mouth again. And so, Labour Party tried to do what they can do to still deceive us, as APC deceive us, that they were coming to give us something better than PDP. And I hope we are enjoying it. Holy day. The same pattern, Labour Party came, promising us heaven and earth, how they will account for our resources, how they will, but God saved us from Labour Party. And now, in less than 2 years, Tinubu tenure has not even stopped. The same fellow Nigerians, we are deceiving ourselves. And sometimes I begin to wonder, how do our people reason? But you will get sense, don't worry. And so they are talking about coalition. Coalition. Let us coerce. To coerce to do what? Coalition to steal more money? No, what are they coalescing? I don't understand. But this is the ship they will use to destroy the next generation of Nigerians for the next 8 years or more. Most of you are buying into it already. But let's help you see what you are not seeing. First of all, why you should be very suspicious of coalition. Peter Obi is there. Be very suspicious. Peter Obi is there. Be very suspicious of coalition. All of you will fall like a pack of cards. But we know how it's going to end. Number two, why you should avoid coalition. Why is it that the people who were part of PDP and APC, who have made our life miserably, who are not benefiting from the immediate government, they are the ones now out there coalescing. The people who are not benefiting, people who thought they own Nigeria, people who think it is their right, they must rule you by force, they are the ones now doing coalition. Politicians who are supposed to be mourning themselves because of how much damage they have done to our generation. They are the one coalescing. And of course, those of you who are my age mates, you'll be happy. Yes, Kwankwaso is out, Rufai is out. Oh, they are going to go. What did they do in their time? What positive change has they made that we can look back to and say, yes, this person deserves it? But this is Nigeria. Even though I tell you the truth, you will not believe me. Because psychologically, they have damaged your brain. Believe me, 99.9% Nigerians have been Oh, how do I speak this English? Your psyche, your brain has been damaged by many influence. You're looking for validation. You want share, like. You want people to say, oh, you are very do. You want praise, approval. On whose detriment? And so once they give you money, you don't care what comes in. But the amazing thing is, after all of you collected money from Tinubu, collected money from Buhari, collected money from Shagari, collected money from everybody, and you don't want them to get their money back. Reason. Because they will share money for you. There are people I have issue with in Biafra agitation. And that was when they want to metamorphose from Biafra agitation to obedient movement. I said, I will not do that. I know how much they shared. But I knew if the sharing money would have brought P2B into being president of Nigeria, all of you will vomit it. Did you know what they did to Tinubu? Or you don't hear the rumor? They even have to change Nigeria money that today we are using almost 4 currency. Most of you don't know. Forget about Emefiele currency. Emefiele gave us 2 money. But before Emefiele time, we were using 2 other money. Because some of our currency has Islamic inscription and some have English inscription. That is good luck and work. And then Emefiele come and give you multiple colors of Naira. And now we have 2 500 Naira note, 2 200 Naira note, 200 Naira note. Every note. You are not aware. Why was it necessary? But you didn't know the game. All those things they did by that manipulation is what Emefiele is paying for. But they won't tell you in plain terms. And all those things is why you are suffering today. And so they didn't have to share Naira. They share dollar. So you are paying back in dollars. Deal with it. If you want to get sense, you get sense. Election has not started. Coalition has want to overthrow the existing government. Now, if you have sense, what you are supposed to do is begin to watch these people body language. You will certainly know where they are coming from. You go and wait for them at the end of that bus stop. If you want genuine Nigeria, prosperous Nigeria, progressive Nigeria, you don't need a gun. We don't even need to insult anybody. We just need to know the right button to press and all will be well. But of course, who cares? You are hungry and you forget that the person who feed you will decide when you will eat. They're shouting, coalition, they are pumping money now, you are coalescing. We will be waiting for all of you. And so if you want to contest the next election, I will advise you as a politician. Create something we have not seen before. Create a platform we have not seen before. Not because we will trust you. At least we will see you that you are different. You see, you're repeating the same pattern. My brother, I never talked about politics before. But this one, we will put our mouth in our politics and we will tell you what you need to know. And I cannot assure all of you, except God take Tinubu life. Mark my word. Except God take Tinubu life. He's going to be there for 8 years. And you have that time. You have 6 years more counting to change the political present, influence, and future of our nation. If not, be deceiving us. We already know how you function. And that is why when we see some Igbo Biafra people playing their game, we already know how they function. And they have the resources. They have everything that it takes for them to do whatever they want to do. It's okay. But they will meet us at the end of every junction. We're waiting for them. And this having been said, it boils down to the same thing that is happening with Igbo people, with Ikore people, with Okwane people, with the sub-Igbo group, in relationship with the creation of Anyoma State. Now, understand first of all, Anyoma State that is supposed to be our own is championed by Igbo people. Because they want unity. And believe me, who would not want unity? We want one united Nigeria. After all, we are one Nigeria. The handwork of Agu Ironsi, and one Nigeria we shall remain for a very long time. Until a generation that know nothing about your criminality, those one Nigerian fraudulent foundation, we will remain one Nigeria. Deal with it. But you will not understand. And so, Igbo people are the one forcing this unity on us. Most especially the one that say they are Biafra. But yet, they don't want Nigeria to be united. Coalition will give you a clear indication that it's not about unity. It's kill and divide. We, the Nigerians, are the spoil of their war. It becomes suspicious. We expected this for a very long time. Nobody spoke up. They took advantage and they used our brother Ned Nwoku to push for it. Let us assume he's our brother and Nyoma creation. And it's a welcome development. Of course, things are improving, but that will not make us to keep quiet because we've seen the end of this journey. And that is why we are still going to continue to hammer on it. We are not against the creation of a Nyoma State. But we are completely against the creation of Anyoma State and giving it to the Southeast. It will not happen. But this is the switch. There are informations that Anyoma State will be created in the South-South, if there is still South-South at the end of the day, which is a welcome development. But that will not make you to shield your sword. I am coming. I'm focusing on Igbo Biafra who want to help us get Anyoma, because they help us get Midwestern region. They help us get Bende State. They help us get Denis Osadebe. And Obomudia, who did not fool with them, they don't like him. Who is fooling who here? And when I tell you the truth, I am your enemy. Now, hold on. If you see this idea of Anyoma, our kings should not pretend we don't know what is happening, or as if what is happening, it has not happened. It's a shame if they do that, because the people will ask you questions very soon. And so when you are playing along with Ned Nwoko because it's about Anyoma, understand that posterity will call on all of you. I won't say judge all of you, but that is exactly what he will do, because those of you who fought for genuine Anyoma to preserve our identity, cultural heritage, our children and their children after their children will sing your praises. We will thank you for it. Most people don't know who is Ambrose Ali. I remain grateful to Ambrose Ali, because the light the Bende light saw today was practically 80% his handwork, and he's gone. And so somewhere along the line, our children, the next generation of our people will know what all of you have done. And now, let's start with the Anyoma before we look at Ebonyi Igbo and Igbo Biafra. Because Igbo people are the one enjoying the unity begging, but you are not asking questions. There was a time as a young boy, I was constantly surrounded by young, beautiful girls. Not that issue. And then one day my father called me and he asked a simple question. I see you're constantly surrounded by young girls, but how do you know when it is your crown they come for and not your heart? It really doesn't make sense. But as I grew, I know the truth. Some come for your crown, not your heart. Because nobody is a friend of a poor people. That is why David Ibiomie told you in one of his messages that God hates poor people. And most of you did not understand. Not all that glitters is good. Not all that say, I love you, love you. And so it's not the people begging, we are united, we are Igbo, you answer our name, you must be our brother. There are a lot of things out of order. And so because we want Anyoma State, they are going to give us Anyoma, but we know what is at stake there. Now let me point it out to you. Number one, Anyoma State is something we only whisper. We just whisper it. And that is it. There have never been any function until recently sponsored by force, using every platform to unconsciously re-engineer the mind of our supposed leaders, with due respect. And they are not aware of it. And so for the first time, we have technical committee. They want to give us Anyoma State. But I remember some time ago in the conference where you have so many monarchs, and the issue of Anyoma was discussed. And a woman asked me a question and said, the way you pushing this Anyoma, how I wish your king, I've said it before, how I wish your king will agree. But then outside the meeting, some of the things that was said was simple. The same problem we are having with Anyoma issue is the same problem we are having with a car issue. It's the same problem we are having with a Wake issue. It's a similar problem we are having as Abo people. Now listen to me, in the Abo, gone and ten. Makani wata agwa ne dieli bu ebimbu. Kana nyingwa akale gedi hwen keji heni mwandu. Makani hiame. Ya no adi henku, hiame. Inhia yake meha no heni hia. Gone ten. If you, as an Agbo man, look closely, because you know these days now, Akwa Ibom people are telling you your history. Everybody now, Yoruba, everybody now is telling you your history. Lekonya Agbo. People who don't even know their history now are the ones. Gather, let's talk of Eka people. Gather, and some of our children cannot be misled by these people. I keep warning them. Very soon, I will open a chapter for all of them. Talk your history. It is those trying to obstruct my history, steal my heritage, lower my value. That is my concern, because we have dedicated our life to simply society value advocate. That is what we are doing here. And so let's look at it closely. I went to somewhere in Alehame. We were having a meeting of Eka people. A lot of people from Abubi and Alehame were strongly against Eka. I still cannot visit. When I want to talk Eka, they say, hey, drop that Eka thing. Drop the Eka thing. Talk of Agbo. I understand the truth. But Eka came in. The same way Anyoma came in. Just that Eka issue compasses of only Agbo people. But Anyoma issue dragging Osimili, Ndokwa, other ethnic groups, other Aborigine people. But Eka issue is similar to Anyoma issue. I say they shut me down, respectfully anyway. I called Alehame and I called Abubi, Abo people. They don't want to hear it. But we are not fighting over it outside though. And then after the meeting, and I asked somebody who is more younger than me, but educated, he knows our history. And I said, why are they against Eka? They told me that there are so many reasons. I will not tell you, but let me tell you only one. One of the greatest fear was that if we say we are Eka, and everybody agree that we are Eka people, it is going to kill the name of other communities. So you will never know there is a place known as Umunede. You will never know that there is a place known as Abubi. You will never hear of the place called Umbili, Alagwa, Ekmo. You never hear of Ewake. You never hear of Owa, or Woyibo, or Weke, or Waliro, or Waliruzudu. You will never hear of Ekuoma. You will never hear of our name again. And so for the fear of our name being swallowed by the name Eka, most people resisted it. That is one of the reasons. And so somewhere along the line, we still maintain our different name as Agbo people. But when we want to say we are talking about the whole Agbo, we say we the Eka people. Because this time, we're talking about both Owa and Agbo, both Ute Kingdom, both Umunede, both Emoho, Mbiri, and the rest of it. And so partially, we know the limit we use Eka. If you are Eka son, listen to me. And then you have another similar issue. You enter Agbo, Orugodo to be precise. If you are coming from Onitsha, look at your right. The building there, they write them Boji Boji Agbo. That same road, look at your left. If you are coming from Onitsha, the building there, they wrote it Boji Boji Owa. They are Agbo people. And so what is Owa? What is Agbo? Why is the boundary so obvious? But they are all Eka people. There are issues that has not been resolved. But nobody is killing anybody because of it. I will not tell you. Since other tribes have started telling our history, let me keep quiet. And if you are the one who is telling them our history that you know, continue. People who have not settled their problem want to settle our problem. Not as if they are coming, let's solve our problem. They are leaving their own problem to come and solve our problem. Exactly the problem I have with Igbo Biafra people. They have not united with Ebonyi. They are jumping up and down to unite with me. If you look closely, you will see how they function. You will know these evil people before they come. And so we as Agbo people have not killed ourselves. We have not destroyed anybody. Okowa has not fought Ovie. Ovie has not fought Obaibena. Obaibena is not fighting Egbare. All of us has respected ourselves. The last time I checked as a child, those who know us, when they see us outside, they will say, where do you come from? I say, I'm from Agbo. And the person will know that Agbo is not just one place. But to be specific, they will ask you, which side of Agbo? And then you begin to hear names of villages, Ekuoma, Akomaze, and the rest of it. Ekuku Agbo, and so on and so forth. But somewhere along the line, a lot of things has happened which we are trying to manage. But it's unfortunate, the next generation of our people may not be able to know all these things. We have a work to do, but I'm coming, trying to keep the record straight. The same problem was what happened between the Obi of Agbo in the palace of the Obi of Agbo with the Waki people. I do not know if it's under the reign of Obi Kechiku or it was the custodians of the throne in the absence of Obi Kabwekusie, but there were misunderstandings between Agbo people. And today, you see Igbo people vigorously telling you Ebake is Igbo. It looks as Ebake is not Agbo. And finally, they are calling Ebake now to come and do Anyoma. I thought Ebake is not part of us anymore. Don't let anybody deceive you. Because what goes around comes around. I'm coming. And so we are Agbo people. We are large enough. We can handle our affairs. Because we have been handling our affairs before now. And since when did people start speaking for us? Since when did they call us to make endorsement for the decision they have made for us? And some of you, they deceive you. That is what they do. They tell you the creation of Anyoma will create wider opportunity for political participation. Just the same way the serpent told Eve, if you eat this food, you will not truly die, but you will begin to be like God. You will die, but you will not truly die. So if you get Anyoma, you will still be Anyoma now, you still be Agbo, but now you will be political participation. I know the reason. But there are a lot of things that you are not seeing. We have been there. We followed Dona Kano. The gospel was Anyana Atoase. On Urubenwande Agbaloso. We are whiter than white. I think most of you don't even know what you were doing. It was truth. Nigeria is politically imbalanced. We need restructure. We need to attend to the Bill of Rights. The issue of resource control must be addressed. They catch us mugu. We trusted them. And as they are gaining advantage closer to the corridor of power, when they got attention of fellow Nigerians, the global community started talking about our demand, our issues. Money came. Boom! It was all about money. And from the day Nnamdi Kanu told you, our terms and conditions have been mailed, sealed, delivered, and documented. If you are Igbo person Biafra, and you don't tell yourself the truth, unknown gunmen are then go take care of your children. From that very night, from Benjamin Madubugu house, across the whole Anambra, they shared millions. Nenanya shut down our account in Kulu, Germany. They started quarreling over money. You start seeing all this rubbish they are doing today in the name of Biafra. It was all about money. Till tomorrow morning, money and political relevance. And now they want to deceive our people. They will create room for larger political participation, telling you rubbish. What if they take yourself? What if you lose yourself in the process? What if you lose yourself in the process? Because the last time I see, with due respect, all of you who are stakeholders in Agbo, I am yet to see one thing you people has kept down, that wherever we go to, we will find our way back home. I have not seen anyone. All of you monarch, I have not seen anything, even a stone drop, that will make our children want to come back home. I have not seen it. Is it festival? Is it festival? All those things that make us to come home before, all those things. We have not seen one. If we are not safe, your own lineage will not be safe. But this was not the ways of our father. I need you to pull a little bit and watch the Benin people. What happened to them is unimaginable. But they have things that brings them back home, that makes them to want to know out of curiosity. And look at them. You cannot erase the history. It is too large for anybody to keep quiet. If Nigeria had the history of Benin, the British will talk about it. If the British keep quiet, their museum will expose them. And so what do we have as Igbo people? As Eka people, as the case may be. As Owa people. Another kingdom within this umbrella. What do we have that will make our children to come home? We're not thinking about that. We're looking at what they are giving to us. Larger room for political participation. Do we even have politicians, Igbo politicians? Because the last time I checked, it's only Okowa I know that is active politicians. Honestly. And so why am I bringing this thing up? This same problem will start if you subscribe to this Anyoma nation, Anyoma state, without first defining yourself. Anyoma will consume Okwane. Anyoma will consume Okwane people. Anyoma will consume Eka people. Anyoma will consume Osimili people. Anyoma will consume Anyocha people. And Anyoma will become the property of Igbo people in less than 100 years. That is why they are doing what they are doing, and it's on record. I was watching Hupus Odema telling you, yes, it's a comfortable, they must create a state to balance the equilibrium. Namibia equilibrium. It will consume us because the words have been sent out already. Anyoma is Igbo name, Anyoma is Igbo land, Anyoma is this one, Anyoma is this one. That thing you are fighting for, that makes scare you about a nation, that thing that scares you about Igbo nation, that thing that scares you about our nation, and give you cold feet about Kebaki people. It will happen to you this time, big time. The federal might will descend on it. You will see the true power of Wazobia, and you will not be able to resist it. I know you will not understand, but let's leave it at that and go to the concluding part of this discussion. Recently, there is a murderer unaliving of a boy indigene in Rivers State. In Anambra State. And they said they were in a party. And all of a sudden, some unknown gunmen, maybe Nande Kanu, busted the venue and unalive a lot of Ebonyi indigene. But I know you are from Ebonyi, and you are following them to insult me. We know your pain. We know your vanity. We know your misery. We know you don't have choice. We know David Umahi know the truth, but his hand is tied. He can't do anything. Let me explain before we go there. When we were in IPOB and discover it has become a criminal gang, somebody must take the fall. That is what they always do. And it was obvious to the Nigerian military, police, and other security agents that the criminal activities going on in the name of Biafra agitation, including the supposed Fulani headsmen attack in that era, was the handwork of some tout who called themselves Igbo Biafra. But they must deny and give evidence. So what they started doing is they started arresting people and making video. I didn't understand it perfectly well then. I made a post to that effect. You will see they will catch them. It is vigilante of Anambra now that is catching this criminal. They will video them. As I see these Ebonyi people, they were caught in Asaba. They are unknown gunmen. See these Ebonyi people, they were caught in Anambra. They are kidnapper. See these Ebonyi people. If they don't drag Ebonyi, they can put one Imo. And I looked at this thing. I said, no. This is another ploy to put the blame on Ebonyi people. Because you have more Ebonyi people who are hawking. But what they don't know now is that Ebonyi have started going to school. Ebonyi eye will open and all of you will regret what you have done. And tomorrow when Ebonyi will react, you people will begin to cry. Oh, Ebonyi said they are not Igbo. Ebonyi said they are marginalizing them. Don't you see that Ebonyi state is the fastest developing state in the southeast? I think they don't have sense. Continue telling them intelligent tribe. Most richest tribe. Continue. And I knew that when I made that broadcast, those videos died down. But the hatred for Anambra man, for Onitsha man, is still shocking. Not to talk of the hatred of Anambra man to Ebonyi man. They call them Abuki. They call them Ondewawawa. They call them Usu. They are in the same southeast too. One Chabuk, one Igbo. Go and look at the history of Ebonyi and Anambra State alone. There is a governor, that should be this sitting governor. When I received a video of some Enugu people saying that that governor is not from Enugu, that his father is a stranger from Ebonyi, those people vowed he will never be governor. But unfortunately, he's a governor. He may not be this sitting governor, but there was a meeting. I'll go back and review it. The hatred for Igbo people against their fellow Igbo, supposedly, Ebonyi people, is amazing. But go to the platform of Igbo Unity Beggar. What they're saying there is, don't mind there. It's a misunderstanding between one name and one name. He said, don't mind what they are saying. Nnamdi Kanu even wrote out of shame through the useless and nobody is more powerful. Because there is nobody is more powerful. Nnamdi Kanu is a more powerful. Or one boy that said Kimi Sinimo is a more powerful. Or fine boy Nnamdi Kanu junior brother. Anybody can be a more powerful. They can give you anybody. Nobody is a more powerful. That is Nnamdi Kanu speaking. And say, more powerful have said, we condemn it. Don't let our enemy laugh at us. Igbo is the one. I made the post. We are Igbo in Delta, Igbo in Cameroon, Igbo Equatorial Guinea, Igbo is Igbo. Don't let our enemy do us like this. Don't let our enemy. But Nnamdi Kanu was on Radio Biafra say, what a human nonsense. They couldn't control us, and Nyoma become nonsense. And then Nedi Nwoko want a Nyoma nonsense to be given to the same Igbo people. It's a shame. It's too late for all of them. No, look at their hatred for Ebonyi people. You are Sabaman. They are deceiving you. I say Bia, so I am Igbo. Yes, I say Bia, I am Igbo. If you say Bia, you are Igbo. We the Kwane, we say Bia. Una no get sense. Ebonyi they say Bia, 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 Bia. Ebonyi don't become Bia, 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 Bia. The hatred of Ebonyi people, Anambra people towards Ebonyi people, it's unprecedented, unbelievable, and across board, I should say. Try and meet them in an open conference and introduce yourself. I'm a Ebonyi man. You will see what they will do to you. But they are crying. We are marginalized. But that is their business. If Ebonyi want to die as Igbo Biafra, it's their business. But now, we knowing this truth, will not keep quiet without challenging, without confrontation, without exposure, what they're trying to do to us. Because the moment you allow them to come, they will declare sit at home in Asaba. Can they do it now? Let them come and do sit at home in Abo. Come and do sit at home in Okwane. But if we have allowed them, they will come on radio and say, yes, we are declaring sit at home in Migodo. We declare sit at home in Akatamikata, in Bini territory, is Igbo territory, is Biafra territory. They are so confused, they don't even know what they want. If it's Igbo Biafra nation they want, or if it is the Igbo nation they want. The very confused set of people. But then their confusion may be a trick to make you think they are ignorant or naive. They know what they are doing. And so the essence of this broadcast is simple. Number one, Anyoma people, don't celebrate for victory so fast. But hold your peace. Reason what I have told you. And check the next generation of our people. If there is anything we put in our land that will make them desire our land, you're selling yourself already. But I'm coming. In the coming days, we'll build on the foundation. And then for those of you who truly are Igbo, don't you think it's becoming suspicious for you to be obsessed about other people? More for last message to you guys was put your house in order. Ironically, watch 99.9% of pastors who are involved in marriage counseling. All of them, their marriage has broken. You that cannot love a Ebonyi State person as an Anambra man, you are the one coming to love me. You are the one coming to love me. My brother, charity begins at home. Go and love yourself first. And that is why when you insult me, you do all those things. It doesn't move me. If you can insult your father and call your father Akpamo, and then you call me Otele, why will I be angry? It's in your nature. This is who you are. I need to deal with it. And now I'm dealing with it. Insult me. Omo Fokmanam before her demised. Say, leave this Anyoma issue alone. It's still out there on social media. Keep your house in order. Ihe runo whatsoever ebo. Kirone. Have you no money ne bifene mi hakweji ye kwa? You are killing Ebonyi people in Anambra. You are declaring Sitetum in another state. You want to drag us into that nonsense. We don't take that nonsense. We are scattered by nature. If we mean you, we will not leave you. And this is one thing you don't count. Because when you see us, we are hungry, we are in uncompleted building. You will do like that. And by that time, people will not understand. They say, it's Nigerian that is pushing us. You people face your business. Everything you have benefited as Southeasterners, are we dragging it with you? Your region was divided, fine, but they still gave it to you. Our own region was taken, destroyed. We don't have Midwestern region again, permanently destroyed. And when they were resharing Nigeria, Igbo man, Dr. Alex Ekwime, did not tell them, please, let's remember these people and give them back their region. Now one love us, so that there will be more space for political participation. Wait till now they participate. How many bridges do we fly over do we have in Anyoma land without Okowa? Political participation. Made them they deceive now. And thirdly, while election is still very far away, be studying the tactics of this coalition. If we are able to expose the hypocrisy of most of these politicians, the true politicians that will pilot the affair of this nation to her true greatness, they will emerge. After all, we don't even need to go through the pain, the suffering, the misery we are going through today, if all things being equal. And so, my Anyoma people, we have a job to do. Before Anyoma will consume us, before Anyoma will swallow up Agbo, as you already fear, before Anyoma will swallow up Owa, as you already afraid of, before Anyoma will swallow up Ebake, as you are afraid of, before Anyoma will swallow up Eka, we must put something on ground that will make our people know their rallying point. This is one thing I'm trying to make our people to understand. The people of South, the people of Agbo most especially. But I see they're very far. They don't even know what I'm talking. But we are not in a hurry. We're going to outlive all our enemies. So I look at them, let them make their plan. But when they finish running around, they will come back. Because without a rallying point, my brother, our struggle make us struggle. I still remain George Onyibi. Let me go to my comment section and receive my insult before I bring the broadcast to an end. Of course, I encourage you. You're interested in creating that rallying point. They want me to see it out. I will not see it out. If laying the first foundation is what I'm able to achieve in my life, the people who will carry on from there will build on it. But there are things we shouldn't even see on social media. Because he who builds in secret, evidence will abound before all. But we cannot build in the castle John Igbo according to Igbo. We are most intelligent, we are most richest, we are more. No, we are non-completed building. What a shame. Let me receive my insult and then move on. Yes, insulting people of Funan. Can any of them here? I see Powell. He say you go cry, tire, no evidence. That is Igbo man. Igbo man. But you are not enjoying it, Powell. You are not enjoying it. It's a shame. You're looking for what is not looking for you. It's a shame. Boy, people are knowing you for who you are. And I wonder how many of our people will actually trust you. But it's in your nature. I see Joseph. And that is another Igbo man. Say, continue, my boy. Another Igbo man. Watch their comments. They have no regret for anybody. They don't even have respect for themselves. Why would you expect they will do that for your kind? I see Onofe. I greet you, my brother. I see Nande. He say you are contradicting yourself because you are Igbo man. That is what you people do. You try to change the narratives. You are the one causing the problem. You play the victim card. You blame other people for your atrocity. And I love this my confusion. And love this my contradicting myself. You don't know that you thought when they say Anyoma will be given to us in the south, we start rejoicing, hey, don't get Anyoma. No, we're looking at the aftermath of the creation of Anyoma. And our people must be mentally aware. They call it mental alacrity. We must know everything that will happen. Our fathers who kept everything that we are, preserve it to this very moment. You think they were naive? Look for better insult and give me. He say Agbo wanted to stand on their own. You guys are not united, but you are always attacking. Well, I don't understand what you are saying, but I will look at them later on and then respond to all of you. Ika people have their issue. We are happy with who we are, whether we are in Edo State as Ebake, whether we are in Agbo as Agbo, whether we are in Owa as Owa, whether we are in Ute as Ute, whether we are anywhere. We are not Igbo. And those of us who trace their origin to Uri, they go to Uri. We are not against them. But we did not come from Equatorial Guinea. We did not come from Israel. Ndiushi. Drop your comment section. We'll continue from there.